All right, welcome back, ladies and gents, to week 2 of Mr. Vanderband's at-home art class. And here we are working on our found object color wheel. So, beginning of the week, you should have watched that short video, answered the questions in Google Forms about the color wheel, and then begin to find your objects for your 12-step color wheel around your home. Um, so, if you had any trouble with that, make sure you schedule your office hours with me or shoot me an email. Get in contact with me. Let me know if you need help. I'm happy to answer questions. But now we're in Google Slides. We're going to work on week 2, the slide for week 2, and we need to get our pictures into Google Slides. So now, um, if you needed help taking photos, make sure to check out the tutorial on how to take photos with your Chromebook on Google Classroom. Um, so that way you can get your photos onto your computer. So I took all my photos, I've put them on my computer, so now I'm ready to put them into Google Slides. So I'm going to go right up here to Insert. I'm going to click Insert. I'm going to go to Image. They're on my computer, so I'm going to upload from my computer. And then all my photos are right there. So I'm going to select all of them at the same time. Click Open. It's going to take a little bit to process them, get them uploaded to the slide. So we're going to wait a little bit. Do, 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 do. Hey, there they are. Cool. Whole bunch of pictures of me holding random stuff of different colors. So now I want to take those and I want to size them down because I want all 12 on one slide. So I can put it in, arrange it kind of in a color wheel. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to go up to the corner here, grab the corner, I'm going to hold the shift key so that way I don't lose my proportions. I'm going to shrink them down to be about there. We'll try that. We'll start there. Maybe a little smaller. Okay. Now I've got my photos and they're all stacked up here. So there's a whole bunch of them. There we go. So now I'm going to start with my red one, and I'm looking. I don't need, that entire picture there, so I'm going to crop the picture. So up here there is a crop image tool. I'm going to click that, and I can take it now, and I can crop out. I can crop out a little bit of that. There. Hit enter. Now it's a little smaller. So I'm going to have my red one there. Now all my pictures are jumbled up, so I'm going to move them. I'm going to move them over so that way I can easily see what I'm working with. Let's see. There's my orange one, so I'm starting with red. Aha, there. So I need my red orange. So I can select multiple pictures at a time too if I hold shift. Select those pictures, I'm gonna move those over. And it's kind of messy right now. So, but as we get these pictures in, we'll be able to get them organized well. Now I need my orange picture. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna crop it. So there is orange, and now you can see I can start to arrange them into my wheel. And I think as I'm going around, I'm noticing I'm going to run out of space. So I'm going to select all of these. I'm going to shrink them down. Now working around my color wheel, and there is a color wheel that you can use on Google Classroom as a reference, so that way you know what colors need to be in which order. So I'm on my yellow one. Shrink it way down. There's yellow. And now the key is to make sure that the colors are lined up across from their complements. So complementary colors are colors that are across from each other on the color wheel, and those are red and green, blue and orange, and yellow and purple. So, and feel free, if I'm going to go through and I'm going to make my whole color wheel here, but if you have got the hang of it, you can skip ahead, you can move on, feel free to do that. But I'm going to continue going through so that way you can see the entire process. So now you can see my green here. So that's one of my son's shirts. So there's a green there. It's lining up across from my red. My blue, this block over here, is lining up across from my orange. Now, this is my blue purple or blue violet. And lastly, I've got my red violet here. Size that up. Now I can go in, I can adjust to make sure that everything here is in order. There, so now I have my found object color wheel. That is part one. What I'm going to do now that I've got all of this arranged, I am going to use Control C, Control V. Over here I copied that that slide because we're going to want a copy with all of those pictures on it for part two, which will be in the next video.